And we've got some breaking news coming in from Kolkata. A fire has broken out at a small restaurant near Kolkata's busy New Market area. We're given to understand that 4 fire tenders have been rushed to the spot. Those visuals are of that massive fire that's taken place at the New Market area. This fire took place at a small restaurant. On whether anyone was inside that restaurant is yet to be ascertained. But initial reports suggest that no casualties have been reported. Efforts to douse that fire really are being made and are underway. This is a massive fire. You can see it being a congested area, could be posing a challenge for the fire tenders. Those visuals of that fire taking place at this small restaurant that you can see on your television screens, situated in the New Market area of Kolkata. Fire tenders have been rushed to the spot, and what we're given to understand is that no casualties have been reported so far. At the moment, focus there being to douse that fire. That seems to be a massive fire that has broken out inside this small restaurant. On whether anyone was inside this restaurant is yet to be ascertained, but initial reports suggesting that no casualties being reported at this point in time. You can see a lot of onlookers there also looking at the efforts there of fire tenders trying to douse that fire. And those visuals are of, in fact, that damaged restaurant, that was burned to ashes literally after that fire took place in Kolkata's New Market area. This was a small restaurant situated in Kolkata's busy New Market area. Just to give you a bit of perspective, this New Market area is a congested area, and that could have perhaps posed a challenge for the fire tenders who would have tried to wade through the market to get to the location. Shreyasi joining us with more details. Yes, Shreyasi.
Well, the fire broke out earlier this morning, but thankfully it happened at an hour when there were not too many people around. There were no customers inside the restaurant as such, so there were no reports of any injuries or casualties. What really caused the fire is still being ascertained by the fire tender. The 4 fire tenders that rushed to the spot to douse the fire. The fire is under control. It has been doused. The visuals on your screen are from earlier today, and the fire is under control, and there have been no reports of injuries or casualties. But exactly what caused that fire is still being ascertained and examined by the fire department of West Bengal, which is still present there. Was it a cylinder blast? Was it the short circuit? It's still being looked into.
In fact, we can see visuals of cylinders strewn all over at the site of the fire. Shreyasi, could a cylinder blast be the cause behind this fire? What are initial reports suggesting?
Well, the priority for the fire department was to bring the fire under control. Remember, just 2 days ago, there was another fire that broke out in Kolkata, which had 20 fire tenders trying to bring the fire under control. So for the fire department, it was priority to bring the fire into their control. And what really caused the fire is being examined, because after usually fire breaks out, there is a process called the cooling process, which the fire tenders usually wait for to check whether there are any more pockets of fire in that particular area or whether it's been completely doused. And then there is a cooling process to bring the temperature down of that entire area where the fire broke out. And then they examine, they collect evidences, and they examine what could really trigger that fire. So we'll have to wait and see what the fire department really says that caused the fire. For now, the fire is under control.
All right, Shreyasi, thanks for getting us those inputs. Those are 2 sets of visuals on your television screens, one being of that fire where the fire tenders are trying to douse that fire, and those are the latest visuals of the damaged restaurant in the aftermath of that massive fire there. The fire has been doused. It broke out early this morning. Fire tenders managed to douse that fire. The cause of the fire, though, is yet to be ascertained. Fortunately, no casualties reported in that fire. Remember, this fire broke out early this morning, so there was no one inside the premises of that small restaurant that was situated in Kolkata's New Market area. It was an area that was congested, but fortunately the timing of the fire went in favor of the fire tenders. They managed to douse the fire at a time when there was no one inside the restaurant. So fortunately, no casualties there being reported out of this fire mishap that took place in Kolkata. And those are the latest visuals that you're seeing on your television screens in the aftermath of that fire that broke out this morning. The fire broke out in the early hours of this morning, where fire tenders rushed to the spot. They managed to douse the fire, and now the focus there being to understand and to find out the cause of the fire.